Hello guys, I'm David Garcia, and today we will be talking about the processes of the research. Research is systematic work being conducted for a certain problem to increase the staff knowledge. It encompasses on data collection, organization of data, and as well as analyzing all the information to develop the knowledge and understanding of the topic to solve the specific issues and problems, which is the reason why this research is being conducted. But we all know that conducting this broad and critical study is really difficult, right? But just for today, I'll be guiding you on a simple discussion about the 5 steps of the research process. So, we have here the identifying the problem, preparing the research proposal, conducting pilot study, then the main study, and lastly, the report. First and foremost, we'll be taking a look on what's going on in identifying the problem. The first stage of the research, identifying a significant research problem. In this stage of research process, we will be needing to look out for some questions which can be applied and practical on the study being conducted. The reason why we need this, it is because obviously, there is no research if there is no problem that needs to be solved. To put in simple terms, questions and problems are the reason why your research is being conducted. Let's move on the next stage, preparing for the research proposal. In this stage, it is actually the beginning of your research paper, for it usually consists of the introduction, literature review, the research design, methods, data analysis, protection of human subject section, and the timeline. The introduction section is the opening paragraph of your paper that will provide impressions, logic of arguments, writing style, as well as the overall quality of your research, and the validity of your findings and conclusions. It consists of the introduction, topic sentence, thesis statement, citations and claims that supports your research, and the conclusion. Next is the literature review. In this part, it brings out the deep understanding and knowledge of the authors and their field subject. Also, it provides the background of the research. It consists background information section, the body containing the sources, and the conclusions or recommendations section. Next is the research design and data analysis. It refers to the framework of research, methods and techniques the researcher chooses. It utilizes the methods that is compatible on the study being conducted that will help them to set their studies ahead. It consists of the data collection, measurement, and analysis. Next is the protection of human subject section. It is a collective term for the state and university policies, procedures, and ethical considerations that protects the rights of the people who participated in research. How to write this? You can check it online. Lastly, the timeline is one of the most essential part of the project proposal. It shows the readers the chronological order of the plans and events that you will do in your project. It consists the start and the end of the date, which includes number of work hours, each week by week, listing of the project milestone. Let's move on to the third part of the research process, the conducting a pilot study. The main purpose of this stage is to develop and try methods of the data collection and other procedures. It consists the sample, size, and selection, the criteria, subjects, the collecting samples, measurement of the instruments, data entry, and analysis, the creation of the flowchart. We will never go deeper into that. Next is conducting the main study. Well, you really need to conduct the main study if you're writing a research. So it consists 8 parts: identifying the subject, the literature, clarifying the subject, definition of terms and concepts, the target audiences, instrumentation plan, the data collection, and lastly, the analyzing of the data. We will not go deeper about so that we can proceed on the last stage of the research process, the research report or abstract. In this part, it summarizes the report including the hypothesis, procedures, and main findings. It should be 300 words or less. To write an abstract, you need to write the context of the topic of your study. First, 1 or 2 sentences create the setting and provide introduction of the topic of your study, the context of the particular study, the problem you solve, the main message, the results, and the broad perspective. And that's it. I hope you learned a lot with me on the process of the research. Again, my name is David Garcia. Have a great day ahead.